13,000 students on our campus. Now we are at $46 a unit and have significantly less students that we are serving. This trend is unfortunately going to be continuing. I have personally sat through the meetings where the impact of these cuts have been discussed and experienced the pain we are all going through right now. We, the students, also share this pain. My message today is to not talk about the pain that our college is feeling, but to instead inspire and give hope to all of you who do so much for us. I would like to now introduce to you the 2012-2013 Student Senate. Starting with our Executive Board, Vice President Laura Hunterberg. Applications must be turned in on October 1st at 5 p.m. and all of us on the Budget Committee look forward to reading your applications and awarding these wonderful grants. This past weekend we held our Student Center retreat, and as a group we determined our goals. I would also like to thank Dr. Brian James, Dennis Bailey Fournier, and Michael Mangan, not George Clooney, for coming to the retreat. Our first goal is to develop a communication network on campus. One way that we'll be doing this is create an open forum for students to come and speak directly to the Senate. We are also working towards sending out a weekly events PowerPoint. Our Vice President is heading this to you, the faculty, and ask if you could spare just a minute at the beginning of each class each week to show students these events that are upcoming. Students will be much more informed of what is occurring on this campus. Our second goal is to enhance Student Senate effectiveness. This will involve creating a pre-Senate program and also, I know you're all going to love this, by renovating the cafeteria. Our final goal is to promote student awareness and involvement. One way we are doing this is through the creation of the voter registration campaign. Please encourage the students to register to vote in the November election, and every vote for Prop 30 counts. Last year, the student e-newsletter was created, and this year it has evolved into a new form. encourage your students to check this site often. And if you have any news or suggestions in this newsletter, please contact me. You can find a link that will be on the Cabrillo webpage, Student Affairs, and on the Student Senate page coming soon. With everything that's occurring here at Cabrillo, I have created, with the help of the Senate advisors, an acronym as a reminder for all of us to continue taking action with compassion. A stands for advocate. As staff, faculty, and administrators, we see every day how these budget reductions are affecting ourselves, our co-workers, and the students we serve. Let us continue advocating for all of these. One way to do this is by encouraging your students to vote in the November elections and to get more involved with their education, such as getting involved with the club or becoming a student senator. C stands for collaborate, which was one of our words at the beginning of All College Day. There are many different aspects here at Cabrillo, and there's a need for more collaboration between these different pieces of the puzzle. A more unified Cabrillo means a more unified voice as we continue to fight for the students we serve. T stands for taking charge. Over the last few months, many of us have seen the shifts that have happened in morale of our coworkers and our constituents. We all, as individuals, need to take charge and be an encouragement to everyone around us and set an example during these very difficult times. I is for inform. Along with the tax initiative in November, there are also many changes happening that are going to greatly impact our students. We need to ensure that our students get this information before they're negatively impacted. One way is for faculty to take a moment at the start of the semester to tell your students about the changes that have happened, and also keep them updated on events by sharing the ASCC events PowerPoint slide in your classes. The more aware our students are, the more prepared they will be for succeeding at Cabrillo and in life. O is for optimism. While Cabrillo and the 111 other community colleges in California are right now facing extremely difficult times, this will not last forever. As staff, faculty, administrators, and we, the students, need to keep the light of hope alive here. Without hope, how can we expect to work in these hopeless conditions? Lastly, N is for never giving up. The students need us more than ever before. As the times seem to be getting more and more difficult for all of us, we cannot forget that it's becoming equally hard on the students. Now that we have an action plan, I want to end with a question I have been asking myself since I came to Cabrillo. Why do we have a Seahawk as our mascot? Well, during the summer, I spent many hours in the Cabrillo archives, digging through files, popping dust, and I came across a story about our beloved mascot. 53 years ago, our founding president, I'm not sure he was doctor, but Robert E. Swenson, was out surveying the Forest Saison Ranch, what would soon become the Cabrillo College campus. As he walked through the grounds, he heard what sounded like crying coming from a small bush. Leaning over, he found a young Seahawk who was struggling to fly. Upon closer inspection, he could see that the hawk's wing had been broken. Knowing that the bird would surely die if left out in the wilds, he took it back to his office at Watsonville High School. Over the next few months, he helped the Seahawk, now named Sammy, get back to health. At first, Sammy was very shy, hiding in his box. He stayed at the back of his cage, only to... Next slide. Only to come towards Mr. Swenson when it was time to eat. Along with his wing, his confidence and trust in others had been shattered. Slowly, Sammy not only healed, but grew in size and more confident and trusting of his caretaker. It soon came time for Sammy to return home. Next slide. With his wing healed, the young life, assists them in their journey, and gives them the confidence and opportunities that they need to succeed. All of you here today make this possible. And without Cabrillo or its amazing faculty and staff, so many students will be left without a proper education to guide them through life. They have those broken wings, we heal them. Although Sammy returned home, he's never left Cabrillo. Even to this day, Sammy can be seen from time to time around campus. You might see him at Welcome Week. You might see him out in the quad. He's on vacation today, I'm sorry. He continues to get back to what Cabrillo's given him. Thank you all for being such an amazing group of people. Let us all continue to work together to see that this amazing college makes it through the times we are in now and continues giving students the best education possible. We, the students of Cabrillo, have no doubt that our college will succeed because of the actions that you all take for our education.